fire, fire for fire, fire. Alright, let's do it. Neglects kids, dates criminals, thinks she's bad. Wait, oh, you mean like a baddie? Yeah, she does look like a baddie. She look like me, for real, for real. Beep!
My daughter said that she's gonna expose everything when she's 18, right?
Very base. As soon as you turn 18, if you have fucking schizo parents, you just expose them.
What is there to expose? I've been taking care of you since you were born. What are you gonna expose?
How badly you've been taking care of him? God damn, that makeup was doing something, huh?
You know how many CPS cases I've had on me in the last 4 months? And I still have custody of my kids? But then...
That just shows that CPS is incompetent, unfortunately. CPS is known to be very incompetent.
As I got older, I just had this thing to be with somebody incarcerated. Like, I don't know, I liked bad boys.
Do you guys remember, like, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago where I covered some really crazy women that there was a serial killer and a guy that ran over a woman with his car repeatedly in her own driveway. And then there were women in prison that would write to him and say, like, how hot he is and how they can change him. But he's hot. Yeah, essentially. He's like, he's such a bad boy. Like, I bet he could, like, I could change him. Women? Yeah, I mean, no, men are also guilty of this. There are men that see crazy and they're like, oh, I got a boner. Yeah.
I'm an inmate hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby.
People call Ash Trevino TikTok's worst mom for a reason. She made some controversial choices, and she made them online in front of 1 million followers.
People used to see people like this and hear of them, and they wouldn't give them the time of day, but unfortunately, social media, you can make money off of making a TikTok, and people will get rage baited. Even if it's real, they'll get rage baited and give her money and be like, oh, you stupid, you know, bull, you can't do that, and then she gets money out of it. Like, they get TTS and like they get donos for it.
This is the crazy story of Ash Trevino and why she's known as TikTok's worst mom. So my goal this year is to give you guys double the amount of videos without sacrificing quality, and to do that, we gotta keep growing. So 68% of you guys aren't subscribed, and it would mean the world to me if you did, and I promise to give you more fire content. I'm Visual Venture. You are awesome. A happy family. If you spent time on TikTok, you've probably seen Ashley, or Ash Trevino. Many people consider her the face of bad parenting, but her story didn't just start on TikTok. To understand how she got here, we need to go back to her high school years. In high school, Ashley met a boy named Israel Gress. He was her first love, but they couldn't wait. They got married before she even finished high school. She was 17.
Oh, Romeo and Juliet law? Yeah, 17-19 is legal in most states. The Romeo and Juliet law.
He was 19. But marriage wasn't...
I thought you needed to be married at 18? Or is it with, like, parents' permission?
The only thing they did quickly. They had kids just as fast. By the time she was 20, Ash had her first daughter, Haley. 3 years later, she had her second daughter, Eviana. For a while, they seemed like a normal family, but it didn't last. Ashley started to get jealous of her own daughter, Haley. She didn't like how her husband paid more attention to Haley than to her, so she left.
That is insane. Now that's crazy. Chat, if you ever get into a relationship, man, a woman, what the fuck ever, if you have a child and the partner gets mad at you for paying attention to your collective baby, that's a massive red flag. That means there's like wires crossed and there's something wrong with them. You should be happy that they're paying attention to your kid no matter what, man.
Lashed out.
I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And
yeah, that's a good thing, you dumb whore. What?
So, like, I took my anger out on her.
After
I can't imagine. I feel like if I had a kid and I saw, like, the dad, like, being super happy with them, and I was like, oh, if he loves her more than me, like, if I die, that means that you'd be good in hands. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to be like, you know, that person, but like, you know, you be in good hands.
9
Something
rocky years,
happened.
Ash and Israel split. Their divorce was
That's
final in
beautiful.
2017. Ash was now a single mom with 2 kids, and she was free to do whatever she wanted. She even
Free to do whatever you want. Single mom, gotta feel good. Hashtag single mom is taking me out, dude.
bragged on Instagram saying she was going to do me and focus on herself. Not long after, she joined TikTok. That was in 2019, about 2 years after her divorce. But her videos weren't just about being a single mom.
And she got to keep the kids. This is what I'm saying, man. They really do favor women in the justice system for keeping kids.
Some of the things she said and did were seriously
Or he could have said, yeah, you can keep the kids. I don't know, man. That's so sad.
controversial. Chasing love in strange places.
Yeah,
Ash talked a lot
prison?
about her love life on TikTok. One thing she always said was that she had a thing for bad boys.
And then, as I got older, I just had this thing to be with somebody incarcerated. Like, I don't know, I liked bad boys, okay?
Still, people were shocked when Ash started dating men who were already in prison. Her first prison romance was with a man named Isaiah Gonzalez. He was
Look, I'm not saying that prisoners don't deserve love, but I'm just saying that there's a track record. If you're in prison, you probably have a history of problems. I don't know, man.
in jail for aggravated robbery and taking someone's life. Ash and Isaiah began writing letters. Then she married him while he was still behind bars.
You haven't even lived with him. How would you know?
Their wedding was strange. Since Isaiah was in jail, Ash stood alone at the altar holding a photo of him. Unfortunately,
That is crazy. This is almost like you know those women that marry fictional characters? I don't know, have you guys seen those? Or it's like, I'm marrying the guy from Love in Deep Space, and then they have like a picture of him. I know it's a real person, but I feel like it's kind of the same like vibe.
their marriage wasn't smooth. Ash claimed Isaiah stopped talking to her.
Really?
Eventually, they split up, and she had to go through another
What a
divorce. But Ash
surprise,
didn't give
huh?
up. She got involved with another prisoner. This time, she married Noah Lopez Trevino. This wedding was the same as before. Ash
I wonder if these guys know that that she's like married before and they don't care. Like, you think they don't have standards? I feel like these guys probably have standards, no?
was alone at the altar because Noah was behind bars. She even wore a shirt that said,
Again!
"Just married." Noah and Ash. Once again, that
This
marriage
is
didn't last.
insane.
Less than a year later, she went on TikTok to announce their split.
Guys,
I kind of wish there was some sort of like, I don't know, not a law, but like maybe the government or the marriage place. I don't even know how you get married, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you just stop handing them out and it puts you on cooldown, kind of like a DBD perk. Like, you can't vault through a window 3 times and, you know, abuse like abuse life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, the perk goes on cooldown. You gotta wait.
I am officially divorced.
Yeah, now you're on cooldown.
Officially divorced. Yep.
Woo!
Ash kept dating inmates. The more she did, the more famous she got on TikTok. It became part of her brand. She even bragged about how many inmates she's been with.
But is there a cooldown? Like, you can't just get married every 3 months?
To be honest,
Yeah, be honest. Completely honest.
I would say like 50 to 75.
How? How are you allowed? Like, how does the government let that happen?
And if she got
No,
bored with
she's
one, she
lying.
simply moved on to the next.
Like every other month, I would talk to another inmate just because I didn't find myself attracted to the one I was talking to. So I would find another one to run.
Dude, she's bouncing on it like all the time. That's crazy.
Soon, Ash got a nickname on TikTok. People started calling her the inmate hopper. Instead of
I would have said something meaner, but okay.
being embarrassed,
She's
she owned
hopping
it.
on it. She's
I'm
bouncing
an
on
inmate
it.
hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby.
Obviously, it
Baby.
isn't easy to date
Baby.
someone in jail. And when the
Baby.
romances fall apart, Ash went live on TikTok and aired all the drama. One of her messiest fights was with an inmate named Jesse. Jesse was in jail for having an illegal pew-pew. He was also a member of a dangerous gang. Ash started dating him while he was still locked up. When he got out, she threw him a party at a hotel. She decorated the room with
that's so
hearts and
nice.
roses. Then she went on TikTok and called Jesse her husband.
I don't need a tattoo to symbolize what I am to my husband.
However, their relationship didn't last. Jesse dumped her not long after getting out. Ash was upset. She went live on TikTok cussing Jesse out.
He dumped her. He dumped her.
Nah, don't even say all that. Don't even say all that, bro. Like, F you. Don't call me no more. Move on.
But viewers were starting to worry because some of the men Ash dated weren't just inmates. They had violent criminal records.
And you don't think after like 50, 75 times, wait, they got the teardrop tattoos. Isn't that like how many people they've killed or something? Is anybody here part of the Mexican cartel? Do you know the teardrops is like 3 people he killed, right? Usually, yes. Okay.
One of the most dangerous men Ash dated was Francisco. He was in prison for taking the lives of 2 females. One victim
Why does he say 2 females? Why don't we just say it? 2 kids, 2 teenagers, 2 children. Yeah.
was almost the same age as Ash's daughter, but Ash dated Francisco anyway, and she didn't hide it. She showed him off on TikTok. Sometimes she even put him on speakerphone during her live streams. When
Do you
people
think it like makes her excited and aroused, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to pork him," and then she gets bored because the thrill is gone and they're not prisoners anymore? Yeah, it gets her like going.
warned her
She's
about his
crazy.
crimes, Ash defended him.
Guys, he's innocent. And I don't care what y'all say, what y'all think. He's innocent.
Oh my god, he's innocent. He got convicted. He's innocent.
And y'all are gonna see that.
But viewers weren't just worried about Francisco. They were worried about Ash bringing these criminals around her kids. At first, Ash denied it.
Yeah,
My
that's a
kids
good
have never
point.
been around any of the inmates that I talked to.
However, photos on social
Yeah,
media told a
right.
different story. One showed Ash and her kids posing with an inmate right inside a jail. In another video, Ash let it slip that her daughters spent time with another inmate after he was released.
The only one that they were around and it was in a public area was Jesse.
I love that she has to preface and say, "It was a public area. It wasn't even a private." Why does she sound like that chick from Adventure Time? What's her face?
He came home.
For Ash,
Love
dating
my
inmates
loves.
wasn't just about love. It became part of her
Lovely space
income. Whenever she went
princess.
live
Yeah.
with one of her inmate boyfriends, viewers sent her virtual gifts. Those TikTok gifts
Yep.
turned into real cash. At one
And
point,
a lot of them are hate watchers too. They want to like shit talk her and give her gifts.
she made 10,000 pounds
Oh my
in 2
God.
hours on a live stream. That's over $10,000 in 2 hours.
Wait, how much did Thor make in that train? How much money did Thor make in that hype train? 20, 50? That's still insane. 10K in 2 hours.
But even with the money rolling in,
That's
viewers
fucking
kept raising
mind-blowing.
red flags. They felt her choices were putting her daughters in danger. One article described her as a single mother of 2 teenage daughters who has zero interest in raising her children and who is vicariously living her adolescence in her 30s. Eventually,
Yeah.
someone reported her to Child Protective Services.
Based.
In trouble with the law. Child Protective Services, or CPS, is the agency that checks if kids are safe at home. They visited Ash's house over and over, but after looking into things, they let her keep her kids. Ash even bragged about it on TikTok.
Baby,
Why is this crazy to me? Like, how? How is that okay?
CPS has never taken my kids.
There's so many cases of people taking away kids for no reason, too.
Yes, I've had like 20 CPS cases. They dismissed them all. Because you know why? My
And then
kids are
this
in
bitch
good
gets
hands.
to
She didn't
keep
lose
her
her
kids.
daughters, but that doesn't mean they weren't affected. Other kids at school knew their mom was the inmate hopper, and that caused problems.
In the beginning of school, people noticed my mom, and I got like in the cafeteria a lot of stares. And so if I could, I honestly would.
No, they're kids. I'm not gonna say it. Chad, if you say anything about the kids, no, mods, no, they're kids. Don't be mean. No, don't. The mods. You can't be mean to kids. It's not their fucking fault. Yeah. Hold on. Let me start fucking... No. No, this is unacceptable. I was like, guys, don't fucking do it, man.
Go back
It's
to my old
not
life
their
to being a
fault.
nobody to people.
The embarrassment got so bad
It's
that they had to
so
start
mean.
homeschooling. But the
It's difference between like a fully grown adult being a massive hog, but like it's little kids. You don't know what they're going through, man. They don't choose what to freaking eat in their house either.
worst was yet to come. The love triangle. In 2023, Ash started flirting with a 19-year-old TikToker named Santos.
I don't have a boyfriend. Let me call Daddy Santos.
Daddy Santos, she has him on speed dial, brother.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Why is she sticking out her tongue like that?
I love you, puppy.
The viewers
I
thought
love
this
you,
relationship was
buddy.
weird. For starters, Ash was in her 30s, Santos was 19. That's about a 17-year age gap. But that wasn't the worst part. Her teenage daughter Haley also had a crush on Santos, and the messy love triangle played out on TikTok.
Ew, what? Ew.
In one live stream, Santos was on camera with both Ash and Haley. Then he asked a question that made everyone uncomfortable.
How do you feel that your mom stole your crush?
Santos, how do you feel about being bald?
Why would you ask her that? Why would you ask her that?
This is disgusting. I know he's probably farming them for content, doesn't actually feel anything, or at least I think so, but still, this is disgusting.
Haley was standing
This
right
is
there. She
foul.
tried to laugh it off, but it was clearly awkward. Viewers were furious. They accused Ash of stealing her daughter's crush, something no mom should do.
And how everybody's saying that he was my daughter's crush, I never knew that.
She's so jealous. That's insane.
If I would have known that she liked him, I would have never talked to the boy.
Yeah, she hates
But
her
after all
kid.
the backlash, Ash continued her relationship. She kept posting videos with Santos, acting like nothing was wrong.
And Santos will see everything tonight. Or when I'm in Cali.
Can't wait for that later FaceTime call, you know?
Oh, Lord.
But like her other relationships, it didn't last. Santos dumped her. Ash went on TikTok sobbing and cussing him out. Around the same
Does he farm you for content, brother?
time, her daughters started acting out. For instance, Haley threatened to go public with some family secrets.
My daughter said that she's gonna expose everything when she's 18, right? What is there to expose?
Oh my
I've
God.
been taking care of you since you were born.
Yeah, except when you literally divorced the very first man because you got jealous of your kid getting loved on by the fucking dad, bro. It's crazy that people fucking say that, man.
What are you gonna expose?
What are you gonna do?
And Ash's younger daughter, Eviana, got her nose pierced without permission. She was just 13. Ash's followers saw it all because she was still posting everything online. But that was about to change because some angry viewers wanted to kick her off TikTok. Enough is enough. Usually, the internet just watches drama happen, but Ash's parenting was so controversial that people took action. It started with a
Oh my
petition.
God, is that Jeffree Star? Dude, what the fuck? Why?
People took action. It started with a petition on change.org. This is a website where people can collect signatures for causes they care about. The petition was called Ban Ash Trevino from TikTok Permanently. One part of it read, Trevino has built a notorious reputation for her neglectful behavior toward her own children. This goes against the community guidelines set by TikTok, which state that content that harms the online community or individual's experience are not allowed on the app. The petition spread fast. In a few days, it got over 30,000 signatures.
That's a
now it has
lot.
over 140,000. The movement
Good.
didn't stop there. TikTok users created the hashtag #UnfollowAsh. As the petition and hashtag grew,
believe
Ash
people
started
still
losing
follow her,
followers. At first, she acted like it didn't matter.
300,000 people unfollow me. It's not gonna matter. Thank you, D. Because I don't get paid off my followers or my views.
She said it didn't affect her income.
I get paid off of my subs, my gifts, and my video views. That's what I get paid on.
But when more than 100,000 people unfollowed her, she couldn't laugh anymore. Her loyal fans were leaving. The pressure was building, and then TikTok finally got involved. After the petition and the backlash, TikTok decided to act. One day, Ash's TikTok account with over 1 million followers vanished.
Rare TikTok W. I'm surprised.
Ashley tried to spin it like it was her choice.
I deleted my account with my 1.1 million followers.
That's cope. You make so much money off of it, like you said. You're coping.
Only because I want to start over fresh.
But everyone knew the truth.
Yeah.
TikTok banned her. Luckily, Ash had a backup TikTok account. She popped back up bragging.
I got my account back.
Dude, look at her stuffing her face with a she's eating a peanut butter sandwich.
But TikTok
Yeah.
wanted her gone, so they hunted her backup accounts and shut them down. Ash tried to stay on TikTok by making new accounts. One got 33,000 followers before they took it down. Another didn't even reach 400 before it disappeared. Each time, TikTok shut her down faster and faster.
Okay, that's
Ash
a big
couldn't
W.
keep up. In one of her last videos, she cracked. For once, the tough girl act was gone. Now, Ash's TikTok career is practically over. Her accounts are banned. TikTok hasn't provided an official reason, but for now, it seems there's no way back for Ash Trevino, at least on TikTok. I get it, watching chaos unfold online can be entertaining, but Ashley isn't just a viral mom. She's a role model to some people, whether we like it or not. So
That's also very true. Do you know how many bad moms feel validated when they see that shit? You know the algorithm pushes her videos to her, and they're like, "Oh my god, yes, I can finally spend all my money instead of giving it to my kids." Do you guys remember there was a Reddit post, or was it a TikTok, of a woman saying that instead of spending the money that she got from child support, she'd just go get her nails and toes done instead of feeding her family? And then she got arrested by Child Protective Services because she uploaded it and it was basically proof. Obviously they had receipts and everything, but still, yeah.
while the internet makes people like these famous, I encourage you guys to be the kind of person the world actually needs more of. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go, make sure you guys click here to watch more dark internet documentaries for the algorithm. Thank you guys for everything. Peace.
Oh my god. I'm dark, lumpy. I mean, I'm dark, lumpy princess. Jesus. I am lumpy space princess. That was a good video, though. Frick that woman. You know another one's gonna take her place anyway.